So what do you think then? What will there be some sort of maybe some new rock genre? I mean, influence maybe that will take over mainstream again?
We've gone too far. I don't know. I don't even want to. I don't even want to speculate. I'm doing my part now, whatever I can do to kind of help things along, and I'm hopeful for the future based on the promise I'm seeing in the younger generation. Where it's going to go and what's going to happen, I dare not tread on those speculations.
Okay, well then talk about you and your music.
Okay.
What is you mentioned that you listen to Nirvana. I mean, you listen to classic rock, and then Nirvana made you realize that
I could be a part of it. Yeah.
You be a part of it. When did you actually write a song or wrote a song that you thought, well, now I'm getting somewhere? The first song that you can still maybe play now and say, well, it's good.
Yeah.
How long did it take?
It was my first song. My first song impressed me. It wasn't great, but it impressed me. I remember waking up on Saturday morning and thinking, today's the day I'm going to write a song. I went into the basement. I came up with a 3-chord punk rock song, and I liked it. I thought it was good. And I played it for years in the band that I was in at the time. It was one of our main staple songs that we played for 3 or 4 years straight. And I could still play it right now, yeah.
And if you listen to it now,
it sucks.
Sometimes you say, well, maybe it doesn't. But does it have some sort of signature? Because I think, I don't know if you believe that sometimes people say, well, you have to do certain things for maybe 10,000 hours to get your own signature.
My mom tells me that. Yeah.
What? Your mom.
She does.
What? Is it unique? That you
No.
back then?
Not really. No.
When did that transition come? You thought,
I'm not sure that what we're doing now is that unique. I think that we've just found, well, I feel like what we do is honest. I like it. I love it, in fact. And I feel like the uniqueness comes from the 4 band members coming together in the way that they come together. So everyone's doing something very additive. Everyone's creating their own kind of sonic palette that is really working well with the next person. So if I was to say what I thought was unique about our band, I'd say that we have 4 members that are very important to the entire picture, which isn't always the case with bands. Sometimes you've got one guy who's like kind of the main guy, and everyone else is just kind of assisting to see his vision. I think we play very meat and potatoes rock and roll music, but I think that the thing that really draws people in and makes people kind of fans of our band is that everyone can have a favorite member. There's a different member for everybody. It's like, I always call it the Ninja Turtle effect. It's 4 individualistic people that are obviously got their own things going on, but all come together to create something greater than the sum of the parts. So to me, that's what we do that I think is important and special for us. As far as my own personal kind of journey and what is kind of set me apart, or at least what is specific to my songwriting, I've always kept it simple. I like to get from point A to point B very easily. I'm not looking to kind of, go off into a jazz odyssey. I just really like basic structures and hooks, and I like finding clever ways to kind of bring it all together.
Does this have something to do with Beach Boys and Buddy Holly?
Of course, yeah. I mean, that was the first thing I heard when I was 5 or 6 years old, that I was putting the cassette in and rewinding and playing Surfing USA over and over and over and over and over again. And you breed that into your songwriting mentality without even realizing it.
And do you think one time you might feel the need to maybe do more different?
No, I have so much fun. I have so much fun doing what we're doing right now. I mean, I guess I can't say never, I don't know, maybe I get hit on the head and all of a sudden I want to do 14-minute epics, but right now I really get off on what we're doing and the reaction of people who especially the reaction of people and the older people that are like, where have you been? Or especially in Canada, we have people coming to our shows that are like, I haven't come to a show, any show in 20 years. I've been waiting for a rock band to come around where they feel like we are a real rock band. And I would never want to say that on my own accord, but when having other people say it and really believing it, and the passion in their eyes and the excitement that they feel when they come to our concerts, and they feel like we're giving them something that they've been missing, I won't ever want to stop doing that.
What does your dad think of your music?
Dad loves it. My dad's a crazy fan. I have to calm him down. I have to be like, Dad, you need to chill. Just chill out. Because I go home, and I see all the families and friends, all the people I haven't seen forever back home in my hometown, and they'll come up to me and they'll be like, oh, I saw your dad the other day, he sure is proud of you. And they kind of say it in this like half kind of like, like he beats it over the head of some people because he's so proud, which of course, I'm not going to hold against him ever, because I love that he's a fan. But he wasn't always, he was concerned in the early years that I was, this was kind of a fruitless endeavor. I was so passionate about it, but he didn't feel like there was a chance that it would end up going anywhere because of the odds and how tough it is to make it in the music industry, which it's funny because now it's harder than ever to make it in the music industry because of the lack of money from record sales and everything else that goes on. But he lives and dies by Monster Truck now, and I love it.
No, because did you do the same for him as the older people that came to your show that haven't been to your show in 20 years? To a show in 20 years? What is it then? Because that must be a real compliment.
Oh, it's the best compliment. It's my favorite compliment, because you've got those people that are coming to the shows that have seen the Black Sabbath, Led Zeppelin. They've been around the block. They've seen the best bands in the world, and they love coming to our shows. And again, I couldn't take a bigger compliment from that. As for my dad, there was a turning point for him where he got involved in our music before it was Monster Truck, where I was in previous bands, where he was just impressed that we were creating something. He loved the idea, and I love the idea of creating something that's going to stick around. Regardless of what happens to me physically, personally, whatever, there's always going to be these records that we made that are going to be around forever, or until the sun explodes. So to me, that's just, I like that thought. He likes that thought. And if anything, it's given him it's a little insight on life, where he's he gets a little looking back on what he's done and everything, which he gets a little, I don't want to say regretful, but whatever. I'm sure there's a word for between regret and being neutral, and he does live vicariously through the band now, because he just sees the how fulfilling it can be to do this, to do what we do.
What was your motivation then to really pursue this? Did it have something to do with maybe your dad and him not? I don't know what did you do for a job?
No, it was more so. What happened was that I wanted to play guitar because I just loved this music so much that I wanted to play along to it. I really started really basic. I just wanted to play along to Nirvana. I didn't really think of being in a band. I didn't really think about writing songs or anything like that. I just wanted to play along to the CD. And so the next step from that was I ended up playing with a drummer who lived on my street. And as soon as I got that kind of feeling of playing with other musicians, that was when my mind was blown. There was something just so fun and awesome to me about playing with other people and creating music out of nothing, that I got addicted to it at a very young age, and it's something that's just kind of never left me. It scares me, actually, because I've been doing it since I was about 14 now, and so I'm 35, so I've been doing it for over 20 years, and I don't know anything. I know other things, I know how to do a lot of other things, but I don't know what it's like to not have that in my life. And it's a drug. It's a very healthy drug, but it's a drug nonetheless, where I'm addicted to the high of playing music with people and performing. So I worry one day, I might not be able to do it anymore or whatever, but I'm just happy to be doing it now, and it's something that I'm still addicted to it. I still love to get up and perform, and even if it's, we drove 12 hours last night to get here, we'll perform at 1 in the afternoon, just waking up on no breakfast and just a little bit of coffee, and get on stage and play in front of thousands of people, and I wouldn't give it up for anything.
What are your goals still? Do you have goals music-wise?
I've so far surpassed any goals I ever thought were possible as far as playing music for people. And so right now I just, whatever comes is fantastic. Everything's, I call it the bonus round. This is what I call the bonus round. I never expected to be on a tour bus. So to just be touring around Europe on a tour bus to me is just, that's like 8 levels past wherever I thought I was going to go.
And songwriting-wise, goals?
Songwriting-wise, I want to write the perfect album. I want to write a record like, you know, Zeppelin 1, 2, 3, or 4, or like
Appetite.
yeah, the Black Album. Yeah, you know, just I want to write that album that's just a game changer for everybody. That's a lofty goal. I'm not sure we'll ever be able to do that, but I'm gonna try. And you know, it's something that I feel like we've made some really great albums, and the best compliments we get from them is that you can listen to them from top to bottom, and there isn't a song that you skip over. So to me, that's great. But I just want to make that record that kind of stops the presses and makes everybody pay attention and be like, you know, holy shit, this is like, you know, what are they calling them? Classic album. I want to be on VH1.
That's good.
They don't have it anymore, but I want them to have to restart that fucking program so that they can do our album.
Okay. Are you recording an album right now?
No, but we're going to start writing when we get home. We got another week and a half on this tour, and then we're going to go home. We're going to write some more songs and see where it goes.
Well, then maybe next year a classic album then.
We'll see.
And maybe if you just make a joke, just call it classic.
Yeah. I don't think I have the balls to do that.
Okay. Thank you for your time.
You're welcome.
Thank you.